This is a question for everybody. The fragility of peace. What do you think about it? And I mean peace as individuals, not as a conflict. Because some people find peace in the noise. Some people find peace in other things, in people. Some people find peace within themselves. Some people find peace in aspirations or like goals or pursuit. And we all have these different sources of peace. And I wonder, like, when that peace is taken away, knowing full well, do we still choose to accept the trade-offs for getting that peace again? Or do we choose to find peace in a different source or perhaps create it? I wonder how many people actually did that. It would be pretty cool if someone did actually write it down and let me know in the comments below. Sometimes I think the peace that comes from isolation is misunderstood because isolation for most people, and especially the younger generation, including me, the people in their 20s or early teen years, I think it's very hard for them to find peace in isolation. And I think the reason is, it's a pretty simple one, by the way, that they've never, never ever actually have been in isolation, the real isolation. And I mean like without their devices or without any stimulation. That that uneasy or uncomfortable feeling that you get from that isolation, whether you like it or not, it's actually pretty good for you. And that feeling will not last. It just stays there, it lingers there, and it's scary at first, but it goes away. And you start finding more comfort, more easiness if you put in enough reps, if you put in enough consistency and enough time and effort and focus. I think not doing it is the most scary part, but once you actually, start doing it, it becomes easy. And that's very much true. And then I think you are open to finding peace in a lot of different things. And your perspective changes a lot. And I mean a lot. Because now you know that you're not dependent on a certain device or a certain person or a certain thing, and you can essentially create your own peace, and you can choose it. And I'm pretty sure then you would know the trade-offs. And once you know the trade-offs, I think we can all choose for ourselves what choices we want to make for ourselves, because our life is limited I think you don't truly understand it until it's at its very end. It's almost like you're drinking something that's extremely delicious, and then when that last bit of it is remaining, you're like, ah. And imagine you can't order any more of it, or you can't make any more of it, and you don't know what's after that. And I'm not scaring anybody, but it's also a reminder to be thankful for the moments that you have, the comfortable ones and the uncomfortable ones, both, not just one. And sometimes not knowing the direction or not knowing where to go is actually legitimately the best thing you could ever do, because eventually if you, regardless regardless of the regardless of the place that you're lost at, you will if you keep trying to do something, I think eventually something shows up that, you know, gets you going in a way. I think being lost is somewhat like a human epidemic, you could say. Like every, it's like an experience that every human has faced. So even though every single one of us is unique in our own ways, different in our own ways, I think we're very much the same on the basis of um, facing life, you could say. And then you could also see the different challenges of life for everyone. But I think being lost is something that's very common. I think it's something most of us experience or will experience or have experienced. So peace is very fragile. Let me know.